हेलो हेलो। एम आई ऑडिबल?
सर अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम। हाँ भाई, मेरी आवाज़ आ रही सबको?
जी सर।
ओके, सो आई विल बी टीचिंग टू यू द कोर्स ऑन commutative algebra in this semester. So let us start. What is commutative algebra actually? You might have gone through the basic courses of algebra in your previous semesters. So commutative algebra is a branch of abstract algebra that studies commutative rings, ideals in commutative rings, and modules over commutative rings. Okay, so briefly speaking, so what is commutative algebra? Is the screen visible to everybody?
यस
Yes,
सर।
sir.
Okay, so what is commutative algebra? So briefly speaking, commutative algebra is the branch of is a branch. So a is a branch of abstract algebra that studies commutative rings, commutative rings, their ideals, their ideals, and modules over commutative rings, and modules over commutative rings, modules over commutative rings. Okay, uh, you might be knowing what is a ring, what is an ideal of a ring, and what do we mean by module of a ring. But here in this course, we will focus on commutative rings and modules over commutative rings. Commutative algebra is actually a bridge between two very good branches of mathematics. You can say that it is a bridge between algebra and analysis. Okay, it is a bridge between algebra and analysis because it is a building block for a branch of geometry which is called as algebraic geometry. So it can go as a building block for algebraic geometry, and one of the very hardcore branch of mathematics, that is actually algebraic number theory. Algebraic number theory. So it is a building block for these two branches of mathematics. One is algebraic geometry, other one is algebraic number theory. We know that when we talk of commutative rings, so there are two natural rings that come into our mind. Okay, first one is uh, the ring Z of integers and its generalization. A bigger ring containing this is the ring of actually this ring Zi, the ring of Gaussian integers. Okay, and the other well-known ring, commutative ring, is this ring Rx, or you can say fx, where f is a field, where f is a field. तो इन दो रिंग्स को आप जानते हैं, बोथ आर कम्यूटेटिव रिंग्स. ये जो रिंग है जेड आई, ये आपको लेके जाता है इस ब्रांच की तरफ, जिसको मैं कहता हूं अलजेब्राइक नंबर थ्योरी. और ये जो रिंग आपका एफ एक्स है, रिंग ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल्स विद कोफिशिएंट्स ओवर ए फील्ड, it actually brings you to this branch of mathematics which you called as the algebraic geometry. This is a, maybe if somebody of you is interested in doing research, you can just continue it. Otherwise, just let us start with the basic notions of rings and ideals. So, what is a ring? We all know. So, what is a ring? Anybody from your side? बता दो रिंग क्या होता है. आप सुन पा रहे हैं मुझे? एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो बताइए रिंग क्या होता है? व्हाट इज अ रिंग?
Sir, any non-empty set with two operations, addition and multiplication, defines a ring when it is a group, a abelian group under addition, and semi-group under multiplication.
बस कुछ और प्रॉपर्टीज भी होती हैं इनके अलावा?
Distributive property. And yes, a distributive property.
गुड. सो a ring A is a set with two binary operations. Okay, with two binary operations. Namely, we call these operations namely as plus and dot. So addition we denote by plus, multiplication by dot, such that first property is that the set A together with this operation of addition is an abelian group. Second, the set A together with this operation multiplication is a semigroup. Semigroup means this operation of multiplication must be associative. And the third property is this multiplication operation distributes over the operation addition on both sides. Means we must have left as well as right distributive laws. That is to say that you have this x dot y plus z. It should be same as x dot y plus x dot z, and y plus z dot x, it should be same as y dot x plus z dot x. Okay, So this is the definition of a ring. And a ring is said to be commutative. Okay. So the ring A is said to be commutative if you have the additional property that x dot y is same as y dot x for all x, y in A. And moreover, we must also mention here that these laws are true. These are true for all x, y, and z in A. Okay. So this is the definition of commutative ring, the notion of commutativity. A ring is said to be commutative if you have this property that x dot y is same as y dot x for all x and y belonging to A. Now, A is said to have an identity element, an identity element 1, denoted by this symbol 1, if you have that this 1 dot x equals x dot 1 and this is equals x for all x in A. Okay, for all x in A. So these are the axioms of a ring, and in addition, if you have this property that x dot y is y dot x for all x, y in A, you call this ring A as the commutative ring. And if again you have the additional property that you find an element 1 belonging to A, okay, if you have this property that 1 dot x is x dot 1 is x for all x in A, okay. So if these properties are satisfied, you can call this property as the fourth one, okay. This property you can call as the fourth one, you can call this property as the fifth one. रिंग की डेफिनेशन यहाँ तक है भाई, सिर्फ ऑर्डिनरी रिंग की डेफिनेशन में सिर्फ ये 3 प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं। अगर हमारे पास एडिशनल प्रॉपर्टीज हों, फोर्थ भी और फिफ्थ भी, तो हम कहते हैं ए इज ए कम्यूटेटिव रिंग विद यूनिटी। ए इज ए कम्यूटेटिव रिंग विद यूनिटी। सो इफ in addition to 1, 2, and 3, the properties or axioms you call properties 4 and 5 are also satisfied, we say that A is a commutative ring with unity. A is a commutative ring with identity. And in this course, all rings are commutative with identity. In this course, by a ring, I will always mean a commutative ring with unity. So in this course, unless otherwise mentioned, sometimes we may go to non-commutative rings to give an example or counter example. So in this course, unless otherwise mentioned, by a ring we shall always mean a commutative ring with unity. A commutative ring with identity. Commutative ring with identity. Is it okay to everybody? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there is a remark. There is a remark. You can just notice it. अब हमने कह दिया कि हमारे रिंग जो है वो कॉम्यूटेटिव रिंग्स होंगे और यूनिटी होगी, हर किसी रिंग में आइडेंटिटी होगी, ठीक है। अब हम जो है यूनिटी को 1 से डिनोट कर रहे हैं ना। सो अगर हमारे पास ये हो जाए, सो इफ यू हैव just 1 minute, so if we have that, now if the multiplicative identity 1 equals the additive identity or the 0, if 1 equals 0, अगर 1 0 के बराबर हो, देन आपका रिंग ए जो है वो 0 हो जाएगा, ए वुड बिकम 0। अगर 1 0 के बराबर हो तो ए जो है वो 0 हो जाएगा। कैसे हो जाएगा? बिकॉज अगर आप कोई भी x लोगे, बिकॉज फॉर एनी 1 minute, because for any because for any x belonging to A, we have x equals x dot 1 और 1 आपने लिया है 0 के बराबर, दिस इज इक्वल टू x डॉट 0 एंड x डॉट 0 हमेशा 0 होता है रिंग में, ये बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज हैं रिंग की। x डॉट 0 इज 0 because x dot 0 is 0 for all x belonging to A। ओके, तो कोई भी x आपने चूज किया तो x 0 के बराबर हो गया, इट मींस आपका a जो है वो 0 के बराबर हो गया, दिस मींस a इज सेम एज 0। तो इससे हमने एक चीज कंक्लूड की यहाँ कि अगर आप कहोगे कि हमारा ये रिंग नॉन जीरो है, उसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि 1 जो है मल्टीप्लिकेटिव आइडेंटिटी डिफरेंट होनी चाहिए एडिटिव आइडेंटिटी से। एडिटिव आइडेंटिटी और मल्टीप्लिकेटिव आइडेंटिटी आपस में बराबर नहीं होनी चाहिए। ओके, सो फॉर ए टू बी नॉन जीरो we must have 1 different from 0. The multiplicative identity must be different from the additive identity. Clear? Now there are
Yes, sir.
some basic properties about rings. These preliminary notions you can just write these. आपके पास ये हमेशा ट्रू होती हैं these properties. You might have verified it earlier. आपके पास पहली जो अभी मैंने मेंशन कर दी वो होती है कि x डॉट 0 हमेशा 0 के बराबर होता है। दूसरी ये भी होती है कि माइनस टाइम्स x डॉट y ये बराबर हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हमारा रिंग कॉम्यूटेटिव है, x times minus y and this is equal to minus xy. You can verify these properties And third one, minus x times minus y is same as xy. These properties you can just verify. I will leave as an exercise for you. Okay. Now tell me about some examples of rings, commutative rings. In fact, rings, because all the rings would be commutative rings with unity. So in our case, so the first and foremost example is this one, this Z. Okay, Z, this is a ring, is a ring. Okay,
Yes, sir.
what about this 2Z?
Sir,
Is it
it is a
a ring?
commutative. Sir, yes, it is a ring,
Without unity.
but not unity, without unity.
लेकिन हम तो कह रहे हैं कि हमारे रिंग्स में यूनिट, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज ए रिंग बट इट इज नॉट अवर रिंग. ओके,
Yes, sir.
हमारे
Yes,
रिंग में
sir.
क्या होना चाहिए? हमारे रिंग में यूनिटी भी होनी चाहिए. ओके,
Yes.
सो आई वुड like to just write it here, is not a ring, is not a, of course a ring but not a ring required by us. Okay, is not a ring. ठीक है. Third, Zi, you know this. This is the
Yes.
set of complex numbers of the form a plus ib, such that a and b, they are integers. Is a ring. Okay, is a ring. Of course, it is a ring. And fourth one,
Set of matrices.
matrices भी rings होते हैं. But we won't go to those rings in this course because they are non-commutative rings. So matrices are not the rings required by us in this course. Okay, matrices तो हमेशा matrices are not commutative rings. ये पता है ना आपको?
Yes, sir. Q. Yes,
है?
sir. Yes.
Matrices is not.
Ji, sir.
So now these are also rings, Zn. है ना?
Yes,
Ji,
sir.
sir.
They are also equal to this Z mod nz. है ना? For n belonging to the natural numbers. In fact, we will take n greater than or equal to 2. Greater than or equal to 2. Okay, because for n equal to 1, it would be a trivial ring. Is a ring. Is a ring. And lastly, if f is a field, if f is a field, in fact, if you can take the commutative ring with unity also, a commutative ring with unity. अगर आप सिर्फ कम्यूटेटिव रिंग विद यूनिटी लेंगे तब भी आपका काम चल जाएगा, लेकिन हाँ, फॉर आवर कन्वीनियंस वी आर टेकिंग इट एज ए फील्ड. सो इफ f is a field, then this fx is a ring. Fx means what? It is the collection of all polynomials with coefficients in the field f. So it is a naught plus a1x plus so on plus an xn, such that ai, they are in f. Okay, 0 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n is also a ring. is a ring. Where the addition and multiplication is the addition and multiplication of polynomials. And here the addition and multiplication, they are actually addition and multiplication modulo n. And here the addition and multiplication are the addition and multiplication of polynomials. These are some of the well-known examples of rings. In fact, in our this course of study, we would be working on these rings. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If anybody has any questions so far, then you can ask. हाँ, कुछ पूछना है पूछिए भाई, पूछ लीजिए। अगर किसी को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो पूछ लीजिए भाई। Now should I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Sir, why we are not taking the rings without unity? Sir,
मैंने कहा
हम rings क्यों नहीं लेते without unity?
हमारे कोर्स का नाम ही है ना कम्यूटेटिव अलजेब्रा। हम यहाँ कम्यूटेटिव रिंग्स विद यूनिटी ही स्टडी करेंगे। आई बात समझ?
Okay, sir.
This is for our convenience because we are studying commutative algebra. So here the rings would be commutative rings with identity. Okay. If you take the non-commutative rings, then you can just land into another branch of algebra that we called as non-commutative algebra. Okay. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
नॉन कम्यूटेटिव, कम्यूटेटिव लेने से चीजें बहुत आसान हो जा रही है ना। देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स विच आर मच इजियर देन, जब आप कम्यूटेटिव के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में रहेंगे तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपको आसानी से मिलेंगी जो कि नॉन कम्यूटेटिव के केस में आपको इजीली नहीं मिल पाएंगी। ठीक है?
Yes,
वो हमें पता चलेगा जो जो हम आगे जाएंगे, मैं आपको बताता रहूंगा साथ साथ कि कम्यूटेटिविटी हमें कहाँ पे इज एक्चुअली रेस्क्यूइंग अस, कहाँ पे हमें हमारी मदद कर रही है। ठीक है?
लेकिन सर रिंग विदाउट यूनिटी भी कम्यूटेटिव हो सकता है ना?
हाँ, कम्यूटेटिव हो सकता है, लेकिन यूनिटी इज आल्सो एन इम्पोर्टेंट टूल फॉर अस। ओके,
ओके सर।
हाँ, यूनिटी इज आल्सो यू कैन नॉट डिस्कार्ड यूनिटी। यूनिटी से हमें बहुत सारी चीजें मिलेंगी। ठीक है?
जी सर।
यूनिटी तो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट ऑब्जेक्ट है ना किसी भी चीज के लिए। ठीक है? जैसे आपके पास
जी सर।
बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो आपको यूनिटी से मिलेंगी। आगे बात समझ? Now we will discuss define in fact what is a subring. Okay, subring. So we call a subset S of a ring A, a subring if first condition is that 1 should belong to S. Secondly, x plus y, x dot y and minus x, it belongs to S for all x and y in S. तो किसी भी सबसेट जो A का है उसको आप सब रिंग कहेंगे अगर पहले तो उसमें 1 होना चाहिए और दूसरा वो क्लोज्ड होना चाहिए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द ऑपरेशंस ऑफ एडिशन, मल्टीप्लिकेशन एंड टेकिंग द नेगेटिव्स। ठीक है? Now this condition second is equal. You can just combine these all the three these conditions. So this is equivalent to condition second is equivalent to this one. You can call it as second dash. It says that x minus y and x dot y belongs to S for all x and y in S. So just check it. I will leave for you as an exercise. Just verify that how these two conditions are equivalent. Means second implies second dash and second dash implies second. Okay, verify it. So this is the definition of a subring. ठीक है? Now examples.
Z subring of Q.
Z subring of Q. Z is also a subring of Z itself, है ना? So
Yes, sir.
first now Z के कौन से सबरिंग्स होते हैं? अगर आप अगर आप कम्यूटेटिविटी की कंडीशन और आइडेंटिटी की कंडीशन नहीं रखेंगे तो आपको पता है ये वाला फैक्ट कि सब रिंग्स ऑफ Z और ऑफ द फॉर्म किस टाइप के होते हैं?
MZ
हाँ, NZ टाइप के होते हैं, ठीक है ना? N आपका नेचुरल नंबर है, सॉरी नेचुरल, ठीक है। लेकिन यहाँ पे आपका यहाँ पे अगर आप n को 1 से बड़ा ले लेंगे तो ये सब रिंग नहीं हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हमें 1 भी चाहिए ना उसमें।
Yes, sir.
हमारे केस में Z इज द ओनली सब रिंग ऑफ Z, सो Z इज द ओनली सब रिंग ऑफ, ठीक है। अब जो ये वाले हैं 2Z 3Z 4Z and so on, they are not subrings of Z, they are not subrings of Z. Of course they are subrings of Z, but not in our case, they are not subrings of Z. Clear?
Yes, sir.
ये कोई भी इनमें से किसी में भी 1 नहीं बिलोंग करता है ना। 1 actually does not belong to NZ, if n is bigger than 1. अगर n 1 से बड़ा होगा तो 1 NZ के अंदर लाई नहीं करेगा, इसलिए हमारे वाले सबरिंग ये नहीं हो जाएंगे। क्लियर? Second example, Z is a subring of Q, Z is a subring of Q, which is a subring of R, which is a subring of R, which is subring of C, which is a सबरिंग ऑफ C, ठीक है। तो Z सबरिंग है Q का, Q सबरिंग है R का और R सबरिंग है C का। इन पर्टिकुलर आप कह सकते हैं कि Z C का भी सबरिंग है ना, बिकॉज द रिलेशन ऑफ सबरिंग इज एक्चुअली एन इक्विवेलेंस, दिस इज you can say that transitive relation. If Z is a subring of Q, है ना, अगर आपके पास ये होगा A is a subring of B, A is a subring of B, B is a subring of C, it would imply that A is also a subring of C. A is a subring of C. So this relation of subrings is in transitive relation, ठीक है। C का कोई और सबरिंग हो सकता है C का Z के अलावा? बताइए। अभी हमने देखा C का सबरिंग Z तो है, Z के अलावा। जो अभी मैंने लिया zi वो भी C का सब रिंग है ना, गॉसियन इंटीजर zi which is a plus bi such that a and b are integers. This the ring of Gaussian integers. The ring of Gaussian integers is a subring of C. ये भी C का subring है, subring of C. ठीक है. Okay. Any other examples? हाँ, last example. Let A be any ring. Let A be any ring. Take this A double bracket X. A double bracket X. I take all the formal collection of all the formal power series with coefficients in A. Okay. So A0 plus A1X plus A2 X square plus so on, where these A0, A1, so on, they all lie in A. Okay. The set of formal power series is our A. The set of formal power series our A. Then A is a ring. Then A is a ring. I'm sorry, this AX is a ring. A double bracket X. A double bracket X is a ring. It is a commutative ring with unity, so therefore it is a ring. This is a ring because A is a ring. Now what is its subring? If you take the set of all polynomials with coefficients in A, it would be a subring of A double bracket X. Then AX equal to this A0 plus A1X plus so on plus AN X raised to the power n.